Welcome back to 4-5 Sports. Today we're going to be talking about the MLB after the trade deadline and talk about Fernando Tatis Jr.
So, I think a couple of big ones here. The Yankees have been terrible since the trade deadline. The Padres haven't been as good as everyone thought they would, but they've played some good teams. The Dodgers have won like 12 in a row.
Joey Gallo is just a winner, man.
I mean, teams do have a very good record when Joey Gallo plays for them.
Even though Joey
Whether
Gallo
he contributes or
himself
not.
sucks.
But,
We should have kept him in the lineup.
Luis Castillo has absolutely owned the Yankees this year. He threw a bunch against them right before the trade deadline, and then he faced them twice since then. Been on the Mariners, and I think he went 8 scoreless when they went in that 13-inning game or whatever the other day. I know the Twins' moves have been good. Tyler Mallay's been good. It looks like the Orioles, they give up Jorge Lopez, and they got a couple arms for him, and he has not been great since going to the Twins. I think he's blown 2 or 3 saves. Brewers have gotten worse since getting rid of probably the best closer in baseball behind Edwin Diaz. J. Montgomery, we traded for Harrison Bader for him. He's thrown 11 innings, only given up 5 hits, no runs. He's looked like our savior. Quintana's only given up 1 run since we traded for him, so we didn't get Juan Soto, but looks like we got a lot better.
I cannot believe that with Quintana. That dude
He's been good this year.
had about a 12 ERA on the Angels, and then when he leaves the Angels, about a 4. So I don't even.
Hey, Reed Detmers has looked cold the last couple of
Yeah,
seasons.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, he's still on the Angels, though. He had 9 Ks last night.
Yeah,
Gave up 2 runs.
I think he had a no hitter this season.
He did. Yeah, because I saw a TikTok about that arguing about velocity. There was this dude throwing gas, but all of them were balls. So there was a dude that was like, at some point you got to understand that command and pitch movement is way more important than gas. Unless you're a closer, obviously. But yeah, Reed Detmers he's the only one that's thrown a solo no hitter. The other 2 have been combined, and he had 2 strikeouts.
That is really good.
Yeah, it's just weak contact. But right now, he switched something up in his mechanics, and he's starting to ramp up on the strikeouts. He had 9 last night in 6 innings. I think Sandoval did the same thing. It's just no run support. They went to extras last night, though.
Yeah, we won in a walk-off. It was Taylor Ward that hit it.
Ward's been good. Keep him.
So that moved us to about 30 and 74, so that's good.
I mean, they should be good next year. They got Ward, Shohei, and Trout. I mean, you'd think they'd be pretty freaking good next year.
Maybe you can get a...
Yeah, and Renfigo, the dude's been batting leadoff.
How's Syndergaard been for the Phillies?
Syndergaard's been all right. He's not like the Thor that he used to be, but he's still probably going to give you 6 innings.
Right.
Maybe a quality start.
I just didn't know if he picked it up since he left.
But I know the Phillies have been disgusting. They've lost 2 games, and it's because they're playing the Mets right now.
Does Benintendi still suck?
I think he's been better, but he started off 2 for 30 or something.
I knew he did that. But
Frankie Montas hasn't been great. He threw better yesterday. He got carved. Soto's been all right. Drury's been all right. Obviously, those dudes are gonna.
how's Hader done?
Those dudes are gonna fill in. He's
Hader
been all right. Yeah, I think he threw a save the other day. They moved Taylor Rogers over to the Brewers. He just got shelled by the Cardinals
An hour
2
ago.
hours ago.
His last 5 games, he was 6 for 17.
That's pretty good.
That's better.
300. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's batting on the year. So
Yeah, he's 305.
So is that?
I mean, they're still going to make the playoffs, but right now it's looking like the Yankees may not be a World Series. There's been a bunch of other trades, but dudes haven't impacted as much as these other dudes have. Then we'll get into the Tatis situation.
So I believe he was about to make his first
I
rehab
think he
start.
already had.
Or he had.
Yeah, he
already
did.
played a couple.
So he's a couple games into the minors doing his rehab starts, and he gets
disgusting.
and he looked amazing. Well, there's a reason he looked amazing. He got shot down for an 80-game suspension for PEDs or performance-enhancing drugs.
Which he made the excuse that he was taking it to treat ringworm. Then all these doctors came out and said, that
Wouldn't do anything.
that doesn't help skin stuff. That helps for
Muscle.
dancers.
Yeah.
So
That really surprises me with him. I don't know why. That's just the last person in my mind, based on.
he's pretty self-centered. Instead of I'm not gonna help out my team. I'll
That's
help out myself.
that's the last person you'd think would do that.
I would think. I don't know. Maybe I don't
I'd
know.
put him in top 5 in that.
I mean, I'd put Mike Trout in front of him as last.
My
Yeah.
guess would be that he's trying to heal his wrist quicker. Took it to make sure his wrist would heal faster.
Faster, stronger. all
The
that.
whole funny thing about that is all the teammates calling him out on it, which Clevenger's kind of.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Clevenger got in trouble during the 2020 season for going out to dinner during COVID, and then he ultimately got traded like a little bit after that because he got suspended for a while. But what Tatis did was selfish, and he's not thinking about the team. Like they could win the World Series this year.
Especially if he plays. Like if he
Yeah.
plays, that's a.
How many more games are left?
There's still like 40 games left. I mean, they're in the wild card right now. They're not going to catch the Dodgers, but they're going to make the wild card, and they
Yeah.
have you only need 3 or 4 pitchers, and they've got a good 3, 4.
But,
Snell,
so
Darvish.
Got Snell, Manea, Yu Darvish,
Yeah,
Joe
Manea.
Musgrove. I mean, they're good.
An 80-game suspension's rest this season.
It's a lot of next year too.
Is that it? Probably doesn't count playoff games, does it?
They should wait. Till he's
I'd
healthy.
wait till he's healthy. It shouldn't be counting down right now.
It's
He's
true.
healthy.
Say, hey, you got to be fully rehabbed.
Yeah.
Yeah. It won't-
I mean, they're still going to be
won't
good
matter.
without him. They'll still probably make the playoffs, but obviously he was going to bat leadoff and play short. Pretty big loss.
Yeah.
I don't really like him anyways.
Oh, man.
Other than the Dodgers and the Mets, who's winning the World Series?
There you go.
Out of those two, who is going to win?
I mean, they're in the same division.
But I mean,
one of those
I
two.
mean,
One
if
of
I
them is
picked
making it.
4 from each, 2 from each side, I'd go Astros, I guess Yankees, and then this side I go Dodgers, Mets.
that's right.
It's crazy. I said I don't want to get my hopes up for the Yankees, and look what's happening.
Astros are really dang good. They always will be.
It's always solid.
Who's winning the World Series? And why is it the
There you go.
Dodgers?
2 questions: who's making it and who's winning it? Thank you guys for watching.